welcome back behind the velvet rope. Let's just get right into it today because here she is with her hat on, Miss Sarah Fraser.
I know today that we are reviewing Vanderpump Rules season 13 season.
Season 11.
Thank you. Sorry. Oh my God. I watched too many shows. Season 11, episode 2. But instead, I wish today we were reviewing Drake's sex tape. Have you seen this leaked on Twitter? You would love this. Have you seen him?
I heard he has a huge dick. I mean, that's what I heard. That's all I know.
Not reviewing Drake's. First of all, I think it is completely CGI. I think it is so fake because it's strategically placed so you cannot see his butthole. I mean, the gorilla eye is like conveniently covered and it's so massive. It is so fake but people are like going nuts about this. They think it's real. Champagne Poppy apparently, posted something that he was trying to keep,
Who the fuck
Poppy.
is Champagne Poppy? I mean, who is this? Okay.
Right.
I don't know.
He goes by the nickname Champagne Poppy. What?
Oh.
Oh my God. Anyway, all right. I know. So when we launch our pop culture show, that would have been leading. You want a trend? It should be Drake's Dick Review by David Yontef, Behind the Velvet Rope, and Sarah Fraser, TSFS. Do you know how many clicks we would have gotten? We would have compared it to who dicks we've seen. If we thought it was CGI or fake, we would have brought in an analyst to go look at this. This is fake, isn't it? Okay.
Well, that is what you want to
strategy.
That's what you want to start with on our pop culture show. And I would like to start with the fact that I was at MegaCon this past weekend in Orlando. So I was there firsthand to watch the Alyssa Milano be asked about Charmed. And Alyssa had to be there only on Friday and she had to leave. She was not allowed to be at MegaCon on Saturday and Sunday when Shannon Doherty was there. You know where Shannon Doherty is. I go. And Shannon and Holly on her podcast, which I listened to, they said Alyssa got her fired, which we've all heard that for the years. And then some Charm fan asked Alyssa and she addressed it. And then Shannon clapped back. And now Holly weighed in and Rose weighed in. It is so listen, here's our pop culture show. We could have talked about Drake. I would love to spend the next hour just talking about Charmed and Shannon and Alyssa and Rose. But here we are to recap, as you say, Vanderpump Rules. Now, the people are going to come for you because you said season 13. People are very upset with you. I think they're very upset with me too.
What did I say? Why are they mad?
They are very upset. First of all, how dare we say James, the white Kanye, lives near LAX? You morons. He lives near Burbank Airport.
Well, whatever. Tomato. There's an airport.
Tomato to fucking tomato. I'm going
airport. Okay, sure.
I have to go back to New York tomorrow, and I am when you can take the Burbank Airport, I'm taking it tomorrow. It's closer to my home in Hollywood. I know, let's not say where Sarah lives because we get in trouble for that, guys.
Thank you.
And then fake people slip into your DM saying David told me exactly where you live.
They do. They try to start trouble with us.
I love it. These people are crazy. The Burbank Airport is just a dream, but I still don't want to live in. Guess what? Regardless of which fucking airport James lives near in LA, I have no interest in living near the fucking airport. Okay.
So do you not want to live in the valley or you just don't want to live near an airport? Because they all live out in the valley.
All of the above.
Okay.
The valley isn't for me, darling.
The valley is suburban, and the valley you get a lot more home for your $1.2 million. Because if you live in Hollywood or on the West Side, you get a little shack attack for $1.2 million. So they all move out because you could have a pool. I mean, you could have a pool in the West Side if you can do 1.5, 1.6.
I'm happy with my Hollywood sign view, and I'm happy right here in Hollywood.
In Hollywood.
with my pool, girl.
Well, we are certainly no strangers to the backlash and to the hate. Okay. We're very seasoned, sweeties, so feel free. I want to hear all your thoughts because I'm ready to quit. I'm not a quitter, so I'm going to see out this entire Vanderpump Rules season. But I'm ready for it to be canceled. It is we've learned nothing new. We learn nothing new from these reality shows. I am 1,000% convinced. We learned nothing new.
Just because what? Because it's like we know all of this. Like it's already out there and we know, and it was starting to film 3 months after it.
The most interesting part of this episode was when James Kennedy pissed on the bush of Ariana and Tom at the very end. Everything else we already know.
Is
The
it illegal to piss on someone's bush, Sarah?
no, no.
And thank you, Allie. Thank you, Allie, for reminding us that it's also Ariana's bush. Thank you. Not just Tom Sandoval's. It's a joint ownership at the house.
This show opens to the birthday scene, which was already published, put out there on the blogs a couple weeks ago. The whole thing. Ariana doesn't want Tom having a party, doesn't want people over. Tom speaking to his assistant. You know, we'd already seen that, so I could have fast forwarded through most of that.
You know what I say? What assistant? Because I just can't watch and not think that Alex Baskin and the producer sat there and they said, well, let's see. Nobody is speaking to Scumdevil, as the kids call him. And we need to just have a casting audition here very quietly. We need to call a casting agency. And, let's not choose let's choose someone like a little offbeat. And I think Anne is a scripted, out of work actor living in the Valley, maybe Culver City or Studio City. Maybe she lives downtown LA. And she was hired. She was given a paycheck. And they're like, you are hired to be Tom Sandoval's assistant. And you're an actress. That's what you went to school for. And you're waiting tables. And you're trying to make it here in the big city of LA. And you're hired to be on the number one reality show in the world. And this is your job. Sign all the... I don't believe that she's the assistant. I think this is a hired actor. I can't watch without thinking that. It's just where my mind goes. I can't help it.
She's a hired gun.
Hired gun.
I don't dispute that. I don't dispute that. I thought the most interesting scenes last night were the Brock Scheana mom, kind of dynamic, that Scheana's mom, allegedly, Scheana can't do anything without consulting her mom first, which is like, you want a recipe for a marriage disaster. That's it. Now, how true that is, I think you probably know. I rushed to that scene because, okay, obviously we have the birthday scene, the hired assistant.
White noise.
By the way, can you get over how slovenly that Sandoval and Ariana are? Like, what? You guys had months to... what? They're pigs.
I wrote down little notes, the same thing. Now, listen, I'm actually a very laid back person in the real world. You could be late, I'm very chop, but my homes, it's like that's where I'm crazy. You could eat off the floor. I like a well organized home. Now, probably to a fault that if something isn't run